Welcome to Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass. Good morning from Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass. We're located here at 5109 Liberty Highway, Pendleton, South Carolina. I'm your host today, Don Acevedo. Mark Stoudemire is a little under the weather, so he won't be here with us today. And Mark, if you're watching, I hope you get better soon. Today's Wednesday, February 12th, 2025. Weather outside is a frisky 38 degrees and cloudy. The high today is supposed to reach only 41 degrees. Man, it's cold. With a 100% chance of rain this afternoon and a cool day in the upstate. As most of you know by now about the terrible storm we had in the upstate, upper Carolinas. Remember those who weren't so fortunate as us. Keep them in your prayers. And I keep watching on TV the news when they have a little excerpt on the situation up there. It's still bad, so keep them in your prayers. And if you can support them, I'm sure there's a website that you can get on to support those folks in North Carolina. Our shout outs go to Jane, Heather, Josh, Carter, Blaine, Hampton, Hudson, Kenzie, Kim, Josh, Blakely, Grant, Sylvia, Heidi, Charlie, Harper, and of course, always loving Martin. Here at Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass, we have music lessons all week. Fiddle, classical fiddle, mandolin, bass guitar, banjo, anything with a string on it. We teach it. And one of our instructors is here, Mr. Gary Bell, excellent instructor. For more information, you can call me at 864-376-1482. We got to look down here. We got a little live thing going on here. If you want to, you can call in at 864-376-1482. Just give us a call while we're live, and I'll be glad to answer your questions, whatever they might be. Please click on the subscribe button below to subscribe for our channel. It's important that you subscribe to our channel so we can get more viewers involved. If you'd like to be a sponsor to this show, you can give me a call, and we'll be glad to sponsor you on the show and talk about whatever your business is or whatever you want to sponsor. We can talk about it here on the show. If you want to be on the show, you can call me at 864-376-1482, and we'll get you live up here and talk about what you do. So give me a call, 864-376-1482. You can also follow us on our social media pages, YouTube, Facebook, Facebook under Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass, and Instagram under BG Bluegrass. Again, that's Facebook under Breazeale's, that's with apostrophe S, Grocery Bluegrass, and Instagram under BG Bluegrass. Click below to subscribe. And we sell hats, shirts, mugs, all kinds of stuff. We got, candies, we got coffee, we got hats, shirts, we got a bunch of stuff back there. And by the way, we also have these Page capos. These are guitar capers. They're orange and purple, Clemson colors. I'm a Clemson grad, so I like this color thing, and they're called Page capos for guitars. We should have the banjo capos coming in pretty soon, so if you want a capo, we'll ship it to you. They're $40 plus shipping and handling, or if you come to the store, you just pay $40 and you can have one of these beautiful orange and purple capos. You got to sell them to your students, Mr. Bell. $40. I just dropped the price $10 because we need to move them. We got a bunch of them back there. Okay, you can follow us on our social media pages, YouTube, Facebook under Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass, Instagram under BG Bluegrass, and remember, click below to subscribe. We sell all kinds of stuff. We also sell instruments. We have fiddles, mandolins, guitars, bass, banjos, pretty much anything with a string on it. We sell it here, and if we don't have it here in the store, we'll make sure we find you a good quality instrument to play. So just let us know. Actually, I'm the only guitars I got left are behind me. There's two Yamaha guitars that I had about 6 or 7 of them, but I've recently had people wanted guitars, so I've sold them all, except for these two behind me that are hanging up. We use those usually to play. Actually, there's only one, because the one to my right and your left, that's a 12 string, and this is a 6 string. So we only have one left, and I'm not going to sell that because it is a store banjo. I mean, a store guitar. So if you come in and you need a guitar to play, that's the one to play. Our sponsors for today is Mr. Gary Bell, our banjo and guitar instructor here at Breazeale's. Mr. Bell teaches all kinds of music: blues, rock, country, folk, and of course bluegrass. He is the brother of a longtime friend and musician, Mr. Larry Bell, who taught here for years and years and years, and I miss him every day. When I come into this store, I look at that banjo over there, and automatically I think of Larry. And I was going through some videos the other day, pictures, and I saw Larry picking with some folks. It's always good to see him picking. We're so blessed to have Mr. Gary Bell here at Breazeale's to teach what he loves to do, and that is play music. And Mr. Bell loves to play music. And he also loves to hunt turkeys. Gobble, 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 gobble. They got this thing that they put in their mouth, and it quack, 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 makes a noise like quack, quack, quack. It calls turkeys. I don't understand. It don't sound like a turkey call, but that's what he said it is. Anyway, he's here every Wednesday morning starting at 9 a.m. If you want to come, he's here all day. If you want to come and take lessons and get on his list, you can call me at 864-376-1482, or you can call Mr. Bell direct, 864-517-0044, and that's Mr. Bell for lessons, 864-517-0044. Or contact me at 864-376-1482. Okay, it's just me today, and today we're going to talk about our changing world. What's going on in the world today? There's been a lot of changes since Mr. Donald Trump has come into office. I had the pleasure of being with Mr. Trump about 3 different occasions. He's a nice guy, but he's very on point. At least when I met him, he said, "You got 3 minutes, say what you got to say." So I would make sure I had in my mind or on a piece of paper everything I could squeeze in 3 minutes to tell him. So yeah, we met about 3 times. So he's very, 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 very business oriented. His dad left him, I don't know, millions of dollars and said, "Here, that's all you get, son." And he's turned it into a mega $1 million business that he has. He's got hotels and stuff all over the place, and he's big in aviation. He loves aviation, and he's got in Palm Beach International Airport, across the runway, he's got all his hangars, and it says Trump on one of the hangars up there. That's where he keeps his jet, helicopters, and he's got some smaller jets over there as well. So he loves aviation. He's big into aviation, and maybe someday I'll get to board his Trump jet and go for a spin with him. Now, you don't go for a spin in those things. You got to go from point A to point B. There's got to be a good distance. But maybe I can catch a ride with him one day. If you're watching Mr. Donald Trump, I'm Don Acevedo. I don't know if you remember me, but if you get a chance, give me a buzz and see if you can get me on that Trump jet. It's quite. I've seen the inside pictures. It's quite, and I think they said it was $80-90 million jet or something like that, somewhere up there, maybe more. Very elegant place. He's got conference rooms. He's got master suites. He's even got a shower and bathroom and stuff. I was watching on TV last night. He was on that jet, and they were interviewing him. I don't know where he was going, but they were. Oh, he might have been coming back from the football game they had down in New Orleans. He attended that, so he might have been on his way back on one of the reporters that maybe I ought to be a reporter. That way I can maybe get on his jet. One of the reporters was interviewing him on, well, actually that was not his jet, but that was Air Force One that he was on, because when you become president, you use the Air Force One jet for all your travels, not your personal jet. And I believe he spends a lot of time in Mar-a-Lago and West Palm Beach, and that's where my sister lives, and that's where where I grew up, West Palm Beach. So he's been spending a lot of time down there because when he has interviews these people, he's at the reporters will say, I'm at Mar-a-Lago today, so he must spend a lot of time there. I guess in the wintertime, it's a nice place to be. Real nice place to be. And I was told the story this a long time ago, where he lives in Mar-a-Lago. It used to belong to Mr. and Mrs. Post. You've heard of Post cereal? Well, that was the Post mansion before he got it. And the story goes that, Mr. Pope died first. They sold off the Post cereal business. And Mr. Pope died first, so she lived in there. And things got umpteen bedrooms, umpteen bathrooms, and kitchens. The place is huge. So the Post family, the kids took over the Post estate. Well, they couldn't afford the taxes on it. It's in Palm Beach, highest tax place in the world probably. They couldn't afford it, so the town of Palm Beach bought it from the children. They were going to make a museum out of it. Well, guess what? The town of Palm Beach couldn't afford the taxes on it, so they put it up for sale. So Donald Trump got to thinking, and he said, I know how to pay for that thing without it costing me anything. So he put out a thing out there, and he said, to all that want to timeshare at Mar-a-Lago, this is what it's going to cost. Well, he got most of the people that he got, from what I understand, were like movie stars and celebrities and stuff. They bought a timeshare slot at Mar-a-Lago Estate. So guess what? He got enough people to pay for the taxes. So he bought it, and it's rolling along pretty good now. I've been outside of it one time when he built the ballroom. I was able to go inside the ballroom. I don't know if I should be telling you this, but I got in the ballroom, and it was gorgeous. It was really, really, really beautiful place. My good friend and best friend, we still talk together about once a month. Went to high school together. He had the plastering contract on that ballroom addition, so he took me down there. I flew down there, and he took me inside and showed me. It's quite elaborate, let me tell you. So anyway, he bought it and sold timeshares to all the movie stars, the rich and famous people, to afford the taxes and probably to pay for the place. So that's how he acquired the thing, from my understanding. And now he spends a lot of time, I guess, it's winter time in New York, so he's going to be down there where it's warm. And I guess his wife, and I don't know if he has children. Yeah, he's got a son at home. They probably stay down there, hit the beach every day. And across from the Mar-a-Lago Estate, there's another good-sized place right on the ocean. It's huge, and that's his beach house. So people go over there and they can stay in the beach house and hit the beach every day right there as you walk out the back door. While I'm on that story, let me tell you a quick story about a friend I went to school with. His name was Tim Condon. And his mom and dad started food fair chain. It's like a grocery store, like Bilo's, Winn-Dixie type thing. They had a chain in South Florida. Huge. They had they had a mansion on the ocean. And on Friday, he was in our drafting class. He would write a note just to certain people, and they'd pass it over their shoulder, and I'd read it. Party at my house this weekend. I'd pass it to Willie and David. Party at my house. So the parents would go out of town, and I would tell Mom, I'm going to go spend the weekend at Tim's house. You be careful. I said, yes, Mom. So I'd head out, and we'd spend the night over there. We'd had a good time partying and all the other stuff. But anyway, they had an Olympic swimming pool, really big swimming pool. Underneath, there were stairs that went down. There was a 4-lane bowling alley underneath the swimming pool. So we'd go down there and bowl, swim. It was a lot of fun, And across the street was their parents had an 80-something foot yacht that they had it moored down there across the road on A1A. And the guys there was actually people that stayed on it that kept it clean. A couple people, and they were always out there polishing the brass and cleaning it, washing it off every day, because they're on the ocean, so a lot of salt water, and if you have anything metal, salt water will corrode it in a minute. So that's why most of your hardware, when they build stuff, is all either stainless if you live in Palm Beach, or it's what's that other metal? Not brass, but anyway, it's another metal that don't rust. They use for hinges and screws and stuff like that. So anyway, I grew up in a little town called Lantana. I love it. I still go down and visit my sister and hit the beach. I was a surf bum for about 15 years. I was in several surf clubs, and I competed a lot in surfing. And actually, I say so myself, I was a pretty good surfer. And I still go down there and see some old buddies, and if I'm with some friends, they always tell my friends, that guy was the best surfer in town right there. I said, well, thank you. That's a good compliment. And I still hear from Clark Kilby. If you're watching, Clark, hey, buddy. He sends me pictures all the time of the Boynton Inlet and the beaches and the waves and stuff, because I miss all that stuff. I really do. And, I sit down and I think about it a lot. I'd like to try to surf again. Of course, I'd have to lose about 35 pounds at least to get back on that board. And then you get my age, you're not real stable, on your feet. So, of course, I'd have to have a long board. Back when I started surfing, nothing to have a 9'6" board, 9'8", 9'2". They got smaller. The smallest board I think I surfed was 7'6". It was a Fox surfboard. My last surfboard, 7'6". It was a pintail, hot dog board. But I didn't do the stuff they do today. I did a little hot dogging, but nothing like they do today, man. They drop back in and then come up over the wave, and they spin their board around and drop right back in. It's amazing, the surfers today. And I still watch a lot of surfing movies. Anyway, did that several years. Started a business in Lantana, very successful. And I moved here in 1980. 1980 I came to South Carolina. And you couldn't give me Florida again. There's just too many people. When I grew up there, I could walk. I could take my bicycle with my surfboard, and I could ride to the beach 20 minutes. Now, if you go to my sister's house, which is in Lantana, go to the beach, 45 minutes to get to the same place. 45 minutes because of traffic, people, all kinds of, it's the melting pot. There's all kinds of people there from all walks of life that live in Miami and Palm Beach, and it's moving further north. I think the place to live now, they say, is kind of Jupiter North, Vero Beach, Fort Pierce. That's the area. Or Hobe Sound. Hobe Sound's pretty. When I surfed Hobe Sound, that's where we had a lot of surfing competitions. There was nothing. Beach, sand dunes, that's it. Now there's just condos everywhere. So anyway, that's progress, I guess. That's progress. So anyway, that's part of my story. Someday I'll tell you my whole story. And anyway, that's some of my story. Today is nasty outside. I'm looking outside and it's rainy, dreary, cloudy, cold, 30-something degrees outside. It's really cold. And, the flu bug's been going around here. my daughter, she's back there on the camera. She just got over it. Jane's getting over it. Yeah, it's going around. This time of the year, I guess it goes around a lot. So, but it's not the COVID. They say it's COVID stuff. It's not the COVID stuff. It's just a cold, a flu, regular flu. And I think they've always labeled it COVID, but it's still just a flu. Bad flu, good flu, but it's the flu. However you put it, it's the flu. So anyway, I got these glasses. These are my backup glasses. I forgot to clean them this morning, so it's hard to see. These are my backup glasses. My good glasses, I took to my eye guy. Great guy. I think the world of him. Been going there for years. I took my other glasses to get the lenses replaced. Now they give you an eye test. My left eye, to your right, this eye, it's got a little worse. Not much, but he said I got a little stigmatism, whatever that is. Not much, but it's starting to form in this eye. Hey? So they had to put a little stronger lens in this eye. So I picked them up. You wait 2 weeks. So I picked them up, put them on. I started driving home. I said, whoa, this eye was blurry as can be. This eye was not too bad, but I had to close this eye to drive. I said, man, I thought they were going to fix these things. So I took them back, and the guy said, wear them for a little bit, and that your eye will adjust to the new strength of that lens. I said, okay. So I wore them for a couple weeks. It seemed like they were still not perfect, but I was doing better. And then just last week, I was driving. I kept blinking my eyes. I said, man, it got worse. So I had to take them off. They're in the car, and I put my backups. Actually, my backups work great. I mean, the focus is perfect on these glasses. These are old, too. So anyway, I got to deal with that. I got another appointment with a different eye doctor guy. The guys that do surgery, I don't know, there's a different name for them. They do surgery and they do get into it more. So I got an appointment with them coming up in a couple months, so maybe they can figure it out. But, when I hit 50, started to wear glasses. I was in perfect shape. 50, wear glasses. And then when I hit 60, shoulder surgery. Got 6 screws in this shoulder. 65, this shoulder, 4 screws. Now I'm early 70s, something like that. I'm getting a little tougher to walk around. I try to walk every day, 3/4 of a mile. Today I won't because it's raining, so I'll probably go to Publix and walk up and down the aisles where it's dry inside. Problem with that is I stop at the cookie department while I'm in there and grab me a cookie and eat it while I'm walking. Not good, not good. So anyway, I'll find somewhere to walk. But walking is important for your health. So I try to get in about 3 days, 4 days a week of walking. I walk near my farm. It's a long road down through there, so I try to walk that long, lonesome highway. It's lonely. There's nothing there but trees and birds and deer and all kinds of critters. So anyway, that's part of what I do. Mark, if you're watching, I hope you're getting better today, buddy, and miss you. I hope you're here next week. So anyway, hopefully I can get maybe a little banjo picking in today. I came yesterday, and I usually come here every day, and I sit over in the corner and I play my banjo. But I came yesterday to play my banjo, so I started doing some repairs in the back, and it took longer than I thought. Next thing I know, it's 5:30, 6 o'clock. So I never picked up my banjo, but I guarantee you, I'm going to pick it up today and play it at least an hour. Because you got to play it at least an hour every day or something every day to kind of move forward. If not, you're just You're just standing, picking, standing, doing nothing. Yeah, yep. By the way, we have coffee on the shelves. I got to order some more. My supplier Johnny down in Florida. Well, he's got a place up here, but he's down in Florida now for the winter. I got to place my order. I'm gonna place it today, and I'm out of. I got 5 bags, and that's it. 5 bags of coffee left. It's just such good coffee that it just goes quick. So I'll probably make my order today, sometime today. So if you want coffee, call me. We'll ship it to you, or come by the store and buy you a bag. Best coffee ever made right there. Yeah, Johnny's been doing it over 50 years, so he knows his business in the coffee business. Okay, just checking my notes, make sure nobody's called me in. This morning we got about 3 or 4 minutes left. How many? 3 minutes left. Wonderful, 3 minutes left. I was going to try to play a little music for you today, but in 3 minutes, it'd take me that long to get the instrument and tune it up. So maybe next week we'll give you some music. And we always sing in the hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn, but not today. There'll be no hot corn, cold corn, bring along. Where's your hat? You don't look the same without your hat. I didn't recognize you. I thought you were a new student. Okay, so our show is almost over. So I hope you enjoyed my little broadcast today. And hope to see you next week. So come back next Wednesday, 11 a.m. for the Mark and Don show here at Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.